Let's get started with today's Monday morning message.
Today, I want to be speaking about
Only fools don't trust. I've been noticing, and in today's day and age, in the 21st century, 2021, lately we've always been told, only foolish people trust. Do not trust anybody. Do not trust anything. Be very cautious. Right? If someone trusts, we see them as stupid or we see them as foolish. Do you agree or not? We are taught that fools trust. That it is foolish to trust. It is childish to trust. Intelligent people? Smart people? They don't trust anything. They don't trust anybody. Yes or yes? We've been always hearing that. I've been hearing this rhetoric. And I'm here to tell you today, this Monday morning, my perspective, only fools don't trust. I think it's utterly foolish to say that you should never trust anything or anybody. Only fools don't trust. Okay, Naren, you're confusing me. Explain to me a little more. Well, here I go. Folks, trust is another name, another process of being able to move forward in life. Can we move forward, take the next step in anything that we do without trust? Yes or no? I don't think that's possible. Even to get out of your home, drive your car, you need immense amount of trust. You need to trust that the roads will be fine and all these millions of cars outside the traffic will support you. The tree on the roadside won't fall down and crush your car. To even walk out of your bed and go open the door requires trust. You need to trust that nobody is out there behind the door to attack you. Maybe it's unconscious trust, maybe it's not conscious trust, but there is some kind of trust. When you say to somebody, I will see you tomorrow, you are trusting that the sun will come up and that there will be a tomorrow, because there is no guarantee. Right? We were not born, the universe does not sign a contract with us that there will be a sunrise every day that you wake up. There is no guarantee. Life does not have guarantee of anything. There's only one guarantee, that is death. Death is the only guarantee probably. But how life will happen, how dynamic life will be, the certain kind of situations that will happen to us, there is no guarantee. There is no bond that life signs with us. And hence, trust is innately necessary to operate in life. Have you noticed that in any area that you don't have trust, you can't move forward in? If you don't trust your driving skills, you will never be able to learn how to drive. If you don't trust that love can happen to you, you will never find a lover. Trust is important in any area of life that we want to move forward to. And yet we're being told, do not trust. Trust is stupid. The intelligent don't trust, but I say the foolish don't trust anything. So how should we work with trust? How should we operate trust? How should we navigate through this complexity of situations, yet trust? How should we do that? And here is the framework that I use and that I would recommend us to use. You see, before we're starting something new, before we're taking a decision, before we're getting into something, involving ourselves into a process, it's great to be critical. The mind, the nature of the mind is critical, and that's why we've been giving this mind. It's great to apply critical thinking before you take a decision. For example, you're enrolling in a course. Before enrolling in the course, you inquire with the professor, you inquire with the teacher, you see the credibility of the organization that you're taking the course with, you see everything, check everything. First week, go take a trial class. But then, once you've taken the trial class and you've decided to sit through the course, you got to trust. You got to give yourself for the next 10 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever the course is, and give yourself to the process, trust the process, place conscious trust so that you can derive the results and the benefits that would potentially come from the trust. Does that make sense? So it's great not to trust in the beginning. Do your homework, do your research, apply the critical thinking, apply the critical brain. But then after you've enrolled, after you've taken that first step, you gotta give your trust for the next process. Because without trust, you can't move forward, as we have already discussed. Let me share an example of my life with you. After graduating college, there was a phase where I visited a meditation center in Tennessee in the United States. And I just went there for a weekend just to experience the meditation center. And when I went to the meditation center, I had a very unique experience. The way I felt, the way the place was, it was amazing. I didn't feel very comfortable. I felt uncomfortable in the way that I was challenged, but it was great uncomfort. And I had an idea. I thought, instead of getting a traditional job in the US after college, why don't I volunteer here, work upon myself a little bit, also get to learn some skills, and have this process and journey of inner growth. Well, that required a little bit of trust. So I checked, verified, saw everything. I saw it could be worked out. I saw it was a great opportunity. I saw that I could really have a lot of growth in these times. And so I decided to take a leap of faith, and I went. I went for it. 6 months later, the way I felt within myself, the way my health was, everything had magically changed, dramatically changed. In the beginning, of course, there was doubt whether I should do this or not, etc., etc. But once I put myself in it, I told myself, okay, you gotta place your conscious trust, Naren, because you've taken this decision. You are here now. And because I was able to do that, 6 months totally transformed my life. So the idea is, guys, intelligence isn't trusting. Because if you take a step, if you enroll in something, and every step you have doubt, every step there is doubt, you will never be able to take strides. We will never be able to go rocket speed. Because if every step there is doubt, there is no speed. You're always taking turtle baby steps and we will never move, we'll never create results. So in the beginning it's okay. But if you place your hands in a teacher, if you place your hands in something, you gotta then give yourself totally for the time duration it demands and engage in conscious trust. Does trust always work? Well, it hasn't. For example, about 1.5 years ago, we hired somebody very expensive or super important in the business that I'm involved in. And I realized we didn't get results. I placed a lot of trust, and in some way my trust was very much shattered or broken because the person did not fulfill their responsibility at all, caused a lot of problems, etc., etc. Now, does that mean that I was foolish to trust? Well, maybe the person that I picked, they did not do their job well, they did not execute, and my choice and decision to pick that person at that time was wrong, was not correct. But do I blame myself for trusting? Not at all. Because if I blame myself for trusting, I will never be able to replace that person. I will never be able to trust again, and that's what we are doing with our lives. We have a heartbreak, and then we say, I will never trust again. We engage in love. We have a breakup, and then we say we will never trust again. We hire somebody in our business. They break our trust, and we say we never trust again. Let me tell you, there is no problem with trust. The problem is the choice at that point that we made. Because if we stop trusting, we stop living life. I'm always happy to be here live Monday 9 a.m. India time with you guys, sharing a new message. And I can't wait to continue that.